sound of gentle waves and a fishing line being cast. Upbeat, friendly tone. All right, picture this. You're a kid, maybe 10, 12 years old. The sun is just starting to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in these incredible shades of orange and purple. You're out on a pier, just you, your fishing rod, and the endless expanse of the ocean. It's one of those perfect, peaceful evenings. This was exactly the scene for a young boy named Kai, out for a casual bit of fishing, hoping to maybe catch a bass or, if he was lucky, a small snapper for dinner. He'd been out there for hours, the gentle rock of the waves almost lulling him to sleep. He was just about to pack it in when suddenly, his line goes tight, like asterisk, really asterisk tight. Music shifts to be more tense and exciting. This wasn't a little nibble dot, this was a asterisk, yank asterisk. The kind of pull that nearly rips the rod right out of your hands. Kai's heart starts hammering in his chest. Adrenaline floods his system. He grips the rod with all his might, his knuckles turning white. He starts reeling, his arms burning with the effort. This thing on the other end is a fighter. It's pulling, diving deep, then surfacing and thrashing around. For a good 20 minutes, it's a battle of wills between a boy and whatever monster he's hooked. He's sweating, he's grunting, but he refuses to give up. This is the biggest fish he's ever hooked. He just knows it. Slowly, painfully, he starts to gain some ground. He reels and reels, pulling the creature closer to the shore into the shallow water. As it gets closer, he can finally see its shape in the fading light. It's long, sleek, and has that unmistakable dorsal fin cutting through the water. His eyes go wide. It's a shark. A small one, maybe 3 or 4 feet long, but a shark nonetheless. What a story this would be. But just as he's processing the fact that he, Kai, a kid with a simple fishing rod, just caught a shark, he sees something that makes him freeze. Something that makes no sense at all. Music becomes mysterious and slightly eerie. He squints, trying to make sure his eyes aren't playing tricks on him. The shark is thrashing in the shallows, and underneath its body, there are legs. Or something that looks freakishly like legs. He wades a little closer, his heart pounding for a completely new reason. And there they are. Protruding from the shark's underside are these 2 thick, fleshy appendages, almost like stunted limbs. And then he sees a third one, a little smaller, near the tail. They aren't fins. They have what look like joints, and they're moving, almost like the shark is trying to walk or crawl on the sandy bottom. A 3-legged shark. It was something straight out of a sci-fi movie. He's completely stunned, just staring at this bizarre creature from the deep. What on earth was this thing? A mutation? An undiscovered species? He watched it for a long moment. This impossible animal. The initial thrill of the catch was gone, replaced by a sense of awe and, honestly, a little bit of fear. This thing felt ancient, wrong, like it belonged to a different world. He looked at the shark, struggling and clearly distressed. He looked at his fishing rod, and he made a choice. This creature didn't belong in his bucket or on his dinner plate. It didn't belong on the news. It belonged back in the mystery of the deep. Music softens, becomes thoughtful and conclusive. Carefully, he reached down, and with trembling hands, he worked the hook out of the shark's mouth. The creature lay still for a second, then with a powerful flick of its tail, it turned and propelled itself back into the deeper water. Kai watched as the dorsal fin and the strange phantom legs beneath it disappeared into the dark blue. He stood there, soaked up to his knees, his heart still racing, long after the shark was gone. He didn't have a fish for dinner. He didn't even have a photo to prove his story. But he had something better. He had a secret. A secret with the ocean, a close encounter with something unbelievable. A 3-legged shark that he and he alone had met and returned to the depths. And as he walked home in the dark, he knew he'd never look at the calm surface of the sea the same way again. Because now he knew. You never *really* know what's swimming down below.